Hi, let's do some weekly planning, shall we? I haven't done one of these for a while, so let me show you a bit of an update to my system. Hello everybody, it's Edwina from my craft orchard. How are you? I haven't done a plan with me for absolutely ages, so I thought maybe I'll do one, give you an update on my system and all of those sort of things. We're coming to the end of the summer, so Harry goes back to school beginning of September. I'm in the UK, so they always go back the beginning of September. Finish late, finish middle of July, go back beginning. So things are going to start being busy again, but this last week, so the last week of the summer holidays, is what we're going to look at. So let me show you. First of all, I had this was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. This is under the Rowan trees September berry box. So let me show you what came in that first of all, and then I'm going to use some of the things that came in. So we've got a lovely strawberry pen, and we've got some washi tape. Now the theme is orchard, so that's why we've got sort of peaches on there, and we've got strawberries. And as you know, as this is my craft orchard, anything to do with orchards I like. Look at that. It's really, really pretty. That's the back of the information on the box, and we've got an apple paper apple. It's a pear, isn't it? And then a pineapple. I'm not sure whether I like the pineapple one, to be honest. But hey. So you've got those. This I think is amazing. Little notebook with like strawberries, but because it's faded in the background, you can write really easy on it and it's still pretty. A couple of the post-it notes I've had from under the Rowan tree, I think it was the cactus one, the design on it is really in bold, so when you write on it you can't really see what you've written unless you use a particular coloured pen. So I like that. That's really good. And then we've got postcards which are blank on the back, so if you wanted to send them with notes. You've got fruit market apple, sweeter strawberries, cherries, and never stop growing. I like that. We have some stickers. Now this is something new that they've started doing. Can you see we've got like a checkered background, and then this here is the sticker. And I think what she's doing is, because you could actually use this checkered background sort of like as a little bit of washi tape, or you know, you could cut it or even use the shapes that around the stickers. So we've got lots of plants and a bee on there, and we've got some sunshines, more fruit and a couple more bees and that on there as well. So that's really pretty. And then we've got, I think they're double-sided. Yes, they're double-sided. I'll just flick through these quickly. So these are, you know, sort of cards, your paper, for your journaling, for your art journaling, that sort of thing. And I really like these as backgrounds for things. You could use them as cards, you could use them as A6 bits of folders, these on that one. You could rip them and stick them into your journal, all of those sort of things. So there's there. And then we've got a watermelon ruler as well. So there you have it. That's the orchard box. Let me just see if there's any other notes on here. Sticker sheets, washi, list pad, novelty pen and ruler, paper clips and papers and postcards. So that is the orchard RowanBerry Box. If you are interested, it's a monthly subscription. I will link everything down below. Okay, so I'm going to use a few of these today, mainly the stickers and the washi. If I'm honest, I'm not doing any art journal and that sort of thing, so I'm not going to be using any of the rest at the moment. Okay, so I have my weekly plan. So these are 2 pads. I use these as pads. And so what I've been doing, I follow the Megan Sumrall from the Pink Bee. I'm one of her top students, and she plans out her week as part of the process of getting organised, being in control of what you're doing and that sort of thing. She always advocates having a weekly plan, including a full Sunday, and your times down the side. Okay, so it is a timed thing, and I've tried doing this in a book. I've tried doing this on a paper like this, and this works out perfectly for me, I have to say. I can't spell and talk at the same time. That's the problem. Okay. And what you do is you go through, and I always use a coloured pen, I have to say. You go through and you put in when you're busy. So you put appointments in, when you're busy, which then shows you the time you then have available to work on projects, and those sort of things. Okay. Probably about here. My pen, I've just worked out, is very squeaky. It's as simple as that. Do you know what? I might do this plan for the beginning, the first week when he's back at school. And the reason is, the last week of the summer holidays, we're not doing a lot. I'm going to do that. I'm going to write out this plan for the first week when he goes back to school, because there's more going on, and you'll see more of my planning if I do that, and then I could quickly do one for this week, not a problem. Okay, so my week always it's virtually the same every week, if I'm honest. And I am a real creature of habit, I have to say. But I still, and to begin when I started doing this, I was like, why am I continually writing the same things out over and over? And I just did it because that's what I was supposed to do, and then I finally clicked that it isn't when you have a week that's the same, it's when you have a week that's different that you need that extra planning for. And unless you write it out like this, you won't know that that's a different week to what you normally have, if that makes sense. We're going to start an embroidery, and then I also need to make a note that we're putting curtains back up. I've done. I made the church. Where I meet with my craft club, we actually meet in a church, and they needed new curtains, so I decided I would help them. They're paying me for the fabric, but all the work has gone into making these curtains. I've done that myself, but I need help putting them back up, because you know, it's up a ladder and it's a long way up, because they're they're like 3 metre long curtains, these. So I need someone to help me, and my husband quite rightly helped me do that. Thank you very much. Okay, so those are craft club. Harry goes back to school. I'm going to do that in, I think I'm going to do that in red, because that's So that's back to school, isn't it? Which means I need to write in drop off and pick up. So and then work finishes there. Which means I'll do pick up there. And pick up there. Not sure about Thursday mornings because Stuart will drop Harry off on a Tuesday and Wednesday because I'm doing craft club, but because that's his day back, I will do that first drop off. I'll make sure I've done extra work on the Tuesday to allow me to do that. It's the first day back. I always have to drop him off, you know. That's how it works. So I've got work because he's not at school that day. I need to do the printing, then I'll then need to do probably some printing once I've come back, and then work all day then, and then I have to do a little bit of printing of orders and things like that on a Friday, and then to catch up for the week I do printing on a Sunday. This is what happens when you work for yourself, I'm afraid. I tend to work all the hours. I know I shouldn't, but we do. And it's, you know, it's only an hour, and while I'm printing, I'm watching videos on YouTube and things, particularly on a Sunday. So that, yeah, and let's just write that in because I tend to like doing that. Okay. Now, because he goes back to school, when I finish craft club, we're going out for lunch, and then we're going to go and buy his shoes. Which means I probably won't work Tuesday. I'll print Stuart's orders. While I'm at craft club, he'll do his orders, and then I'll come back and sort it ready for the postman. But we'll go out for lunch and we will buy some shoes then. What's next then? So that's appointments. There's nothing else that I can think of that needs to be done. Let me put the dates on these. Let me just put the dates on. Because I've got a feeling the church will have a coffee morning. Yes. Oh, that might work out really well. Okay. So that will be the 2nd. 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th and 8th. Yeah. So looking at that, coffee morning will be at 10 o'clock there. Which will work out perfectly, because if I've got the curtains back up here, then anybody who comes to coffee morning can see them. Fabulous. Love that idea. Love that idea. Okay. There's no more appointments. So let's get some me time in. So on a Tuesday evening is TV night, which is where I go and watch my own programmes. I'm watching house at the moment. I know it's ancient and it's old, but I like Hugh Laurie. I grew up with Hugh Laurie, so I'm watching that, and I can see why it won so many awards as a TV show. Absolutely, I love it. And then Thursday is always gaming. I do gaming after tea on a Thursday, which is a bit of me time. Okay, what else needs to go on here? So I've got work, I've got home, I've got work, I've got appointments, I've got a bit of me time. Right, the other thing that needs to go on here is YouTube. So what I'm now doing is I'm having a look at various times when I will be able to sit and film. Filming takes me a minimum of an hour because I have to set all my equipment up, and then I have to obviously do the filming like I'm doing at the moment. I do like doing it on a Friday morning, I have to say, because then it frees me up for the weekend. Because I'm going to do church coffee morning there, if I don't do it Friday, I've still got Sunday to do it if need be. But I do know that we want to start, now Harry's gone back to school, we're going to start decluttering and having a skip and sort of doing all those sort of things that you can't do when you've got children around you. I know he's 9 and he's very sensible, but there are still times when we'd rather do stuff on our own. So I'm going to put filming in there. Yeah, I'm going to put filming in there. And then I also I do tend to start it here, but I'll put it in after tea because then I can always start it earlier if I need to. I always put post video and schedule, which means I need to edit videos on a Monday, because then if I don't do it on a Monday, I've still got Tuesday to do it. Now, if you notice, the one thing I haven't done is I haven't put anything here between sort of 4 and 5, between school pickup sort of time here and tea time. I haven't scheduled anything in there, particularly Monday to Friday, and I don't do that because that's my wiggle room. It means that if anything from work needs to be done, I can do it here after sort of school pickup. If there's anything needs to be done for craft club, then it will be done here. So for instance, me getting ready for the fact I'm doing school drop off on Wednesday here means I will do a little bit of work to get some of this printing stuff done here. So when I've done school drop off, I don't have so much to do before I have to go to craft club. And that's sort of how I work it. And it might be that I have to do a bit of work sort of afterwards as well. You know, that printing might end up here, but I leave this wiggle room here for all of those extra things. When I run out of time to do something, I can do it there. Those ad hoc things that always come when your husband goes, can you do? Your children go, oh, I haven't got this, I need that, there's paperwork needs to be filled in. Or just the fact they want to spend time with you. They've then just gone back to school and they just want to spend some time with you. It allows for that family time, family 10 minutes. We always have family time after tea and around tea because we all sit down and eat tea together and that sort of thing, catch up with the day at tea time. But, you know, it could be a a Harry me time, or it could be a catch up from work time, or whatever needs to be done. And if there isn't anything, then for instance this editing, I could move into this spot here, or I could start posting the video ready for scheduling and doing the social media. You know, I might do a bit of planning. That's a good one. Yep, planning. Let me put that on there as well. So I like to do planning, even though I'm doing this here on video today, and it's Saturday afternoon. I do like to do sort of planning and that sort of thing on a Sunday morning. So I'll just post that in. And what I'm going to do at the bottom on Friday, if you've watched one of my other videos, I did a desk clear off challenge. So I'm trying to implement every week a day where I clear the desk off, and that could be any time. It could be in the wiggle room, it could be after tea, and anywhere here, as long as at some point during that day I do that. And it could be an all-day task. I could start in the morning, start processing stuff, and I won't finish till tea time, you know. Who knows? I think I did it today. I didn't do it yesterday, but I started doing it today. I've got a big pile of stuff that needs processing. I've already filed all the other stuff, so I've just got to go back to the stuff that needs processing, that sort of thing. So that's my weekly plan. I'm now going to fold that in half, because this is a working document. Okay. I don't think there's anything here. There is something to do with the Tour of Britain. I don't know whether that's this week, which is the cycling that I like to watch. So I'm just going to make the note of that in pencil, because there's something at the back of my head telling me that. So I'm going to do that. First of all, and I'm going to keep this in the front here. I'm just going to tuck that in there. And this is the days free. Now, I'm not going to set this up today on camera, but I am going to set it up because I haven't done it for September. I wanted to have a play in August. We are here. I'm here. This is where I'm filming this video. So I've still got this whole of this week to set this up, but this is a days free, so it's weeks. I've already decided that I'm going to put 2025 sort of as a double page spread there, and then I'm going to fold this like that, almost like a Dutch door, but it's a folded Dutch door. Okay. And what I'm then going to do is I'm going to put Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then I have Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I can have a weekly task list there. And by folding that on Monday, Tuesday, I can see that task list, and I could fold it back on itself like that. And I've done a really bad job of that. Anyway, once I've folded it, and then on Wednesday I can see it, on Thursday I can see it, and then Friday, Saturday and Sunday I can still see that sort of goals section in my book. And because it's thin paper, it's quite forgiving like that. And I saw that idea. I'll link them down below. I watched a video on the days free, and this is how she was doing it. She was folding that page over. And so that can be a bit of a weekly list of things that I want to do. So I've got a month, and I've got my week, and I've got my weekly plan. So any ad hoc things I can just drop in there, or anything. I could even do sort of a one line of journaling or something like that. I could even use that bit as today's journal. I could use it for all sorts of things. I haven't worked out exactly how I'm going to use it, but that's where I'm going to put the plan, and it's going to sit in there. I did get this out because sometimes as I'm going along in my week, we'll make decisions as of when tasks need to be done, particularly for work. Now, as you can see here on a Monday, I actually have lots of room, so I could put any, you know, sort of check bank information about an order or something I could put in there. But when it comes to sort of Tuesday and Wednesday, I don't have a lot of space to write those details in. So I've been trying to find a solution to having more detail on a day, particularly for work. So I was thinking I might use this. It's very pink, I know, but I quite like it. I think I'm going to have to highlight the days so they stand out a little bit more. But there's something like 9 categories in there, and what I have got, I think I put it here in front of me. Hold on, just give me a sec. Here they are. I've got a set of checklists of things that need to be done every sort of Monday. So that's my Monday checklist. And then I've got Tuesdays, so things like creating the shopping list. I have TV night, you know. And so as I was producing this plan, you can then go down this and say this happens every Tuesday, because I've done this plan so many times. As you can see, I've got most of that. The only thing I didn't get was create a shopping list, so I'm going to write that on now. There we go. And so that's how I go through. These are all out of my file folder, my index card box. Again, there's a video on this. Yeah, and so as I think of things that need to be done, I just add them to the checklist. And then, you know, definitely every quarter I tend to review these and say, well, is this still working? Is it not working? That sort of thing, you know. I know that one's a bit garish, but I like different ones for different days, so you can see. And there's also a monthly one there and a yearly. So when I'm doing my monthly planning, I've got that to make sure I get all of these in, my quarterly and my yearly. Okay, so there's those. And so all of those, rather than have the card out, because it's more of a list of things to move onto a day, I'm not going to fit all of them, particularly Tuesdays. So if I grab Tuesdays here, orders, well, that's my printing. Edit my video, I've got edit this, that's okay. Create a shopping list, I've just put on. TV night I've got on, fabulous. And checking stock, well, because we're going out for lunch and buying shoes, I'm not going to get to check stock. So where am I going to do that? Well, I'm going to have to do that on Wednesday, either Monday or Wednesday. So let's write that on there. Okay, and then there was one of these that had absolutely loads on. Let me just have a look. I think normally it's a Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. I know it was one of the days had lots of stuff on. Okay, so if you then look at my Thursday, I do have 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 5 sort of boxes there. Gaming's already on there. TV night's on there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I could in theory fit all of those on there. But I haven't been doing that, and so that's where this comes in. So on a Thursday here, and I like to tick stuff off. We're planners, we like to sort of tick stuff off. So, you know, I would do something like this and write this out. Now, it might be that I don't need to do the out of stocks on Thursday because I did it on Wednesday, you know. Or we've got a big order coming sometime Thursday, but we don't know when. So put it in for Friday. And the intention is I'm going to fill this out every day. So on a Monday morning I'm going to come, I'm going to look at this. Right, I've got my morning stuff to do, that's fine. Harry's still off school, so we've got work to do. I've got my admin and I've got to edit my video, that's fine. So on a Monday I'll go, right, edit video, that's really important. So edit video. Okay, so which video am I going to edit? Let's say I've done, I have no idea what video I'm going to be filming, so I can't tell you what I'm going to be. Let's do this video, shall we? So edit video, and then underneath I could put plan with me. So I know that I'm going to edit my plan with me video there, whereas I haven't written it on there, but I have on here. So that's that. I see, and then the next thing I could do is, oh right, what am I going to have for tea? So let's have jacket potatoes. Okay, so there's that thinking done. So that's that one. Fabulous. What else? Off the checklist. It's a Tuesday. No, that's Wednesday. Thursday. Got all my cards mixed up. Okay. Got the edit video. I've done the orders. Let's check the bank. Now, what am I checking the bank for? Enough for bills. And it might be that we're checking the bank for a check that's gone out and we're just making sure that's cleared. It might be a whole number of things that we're checking the bank for, but rather than just write check on here, write check bank, we're actually writing on here why I'm checking the bank. So when I get to it I go, ah, that's why, rather than what was I checking the bank for again? Was it that check, or was it, you know, there was enough in there or whatever. So that's what I intend to sort of use this sort of for, you know, check the out of stocks. I might do the crochet hooks. And then this week I can put in to be reviewed. So when I come to do check stock next week, I can go, ah, I've already checked the out of stocks, the crochet hooks. This week I'll do buttons, or this week I'll do pins or something like that. There you go. Week's planned. I've got my sort of daily list of things, and then because I've got the whole week, if Stuart says, oh, on Wednesday we need to check the pay a credit card bill, I can automatically put that straight in, pay credit card and which one it is. Yeah, I even put the amount on there if I wanted to, you know, that sort of thing. That can fit in there, and then will that fit in there as well? No, it's too big. I have to find a way of getting all that fitted in there, I think. I'll probably have to fold that. So that's my sort of current system. I'm using a Days Free, which I'm going to set up ready for various things. I have my weekly plan, which I always do. I've got my sort of dedicated tasks and what I'm doing on there as well. The rest of the system, I've done a quick introduction video on this Everbook system, so I'll link that down below. Go and check out my initial video on this, because here is the actual thing. So what I've got here, I've got a book that I'm going to dedicate for any writing notes, because I have lots of ideas and things and I just need somewhere to put them. So I've got just a booklet for that, which will sit with the system, and then in here I've got all my projects here. I've got a weekly. Now this is going to be, this is a card which I'm going to transfer the post-it notes out of this. This is my quarterly planning, remember? So the post-it notes are there, are going to go on here, and I'm going to look at this for each month. So I've got 4 weeks, it's 4 sections. And then I can transfer those onto here as well. And then I've got my menu planning. So when I said write a shopping list, I can come in here and I can write my menu planning out, and then I'm going to put some extra papers in there which aren't in there at the moment, ready for writing that shopping list. And then all I have to do is, oh, what's it say, write a shopping list, take that out, and all I've got to just move everything out of the way and just concentrate on this and deal with that. And then once that's done, I can transpose the menu over to this list or straight onto this plan if I want to, and then that goes back into there. Just pop it back in and it's done. There's a bit of a catch up, there's a bit of a where I'm at the moment. As you can see, it's a very simplified system. I fell out of love with the Hobonichi. I still love my my bullet journal, but I just can't seem to find the time to set up the pages. So I'm hoping this day's free, which I think will work with the innovation of this and setting up a week, and that will sort of feed that need. And I can decorate this and put some, you know, and put some washi tape across the bottom here like that, you know. And I can put stickers on and that sort of thing in here, and then that means I'm still using my stickers, I'm still using my washi, I'm still sort of half bullet journaling, which sort of feeds that need for that aspect of my planning, as well as being productive and fairly organised, really. Comment down below, have you simplified your system? Have you been using a Hobinichi Days free? Have you used one before? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Have you been using the Everbook since my last video when I showed you that? Have you set yours up? I'm really liking this very simple system. To be honest, I wish I'd found this when I did One Book July rather than try and use my Hobonichi, because this is definitely feeling more productive, I have to say. Thank you for watching. Please give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Make sure you have subscribed if you haven't. Thank you if you already have, and thank you if you do so in the future. I love making videos. I love all this planning and telling you what I'm doing, and stickers and washi tape and all of that. I just love what I do. Okay, I will see you next time. Thank you. Bye bye.